snag. Well, good morning. Welcome back to the Old Basser Fishing Channel. Decided to do something just a little bit different today. Normally, when I go fishing, I take two rods with me. I take my bait caster and I take a spinning rod with me. And that gives me the option of switching up, you know, lures and baits and techniques. But, you know, as a fisherman, I think I have a couple of problems that are kind of related, and I'm not exactly sure how or which one's the bigger problem. Number one, I'm impatient, which, you know, if you fish, being impatient is really a problem, because a lot of fishing is just the patience to stick with whatever you're doing and keep fishing for, you know, an extended period of time. But I'm also really stubborn, which means I have ideas about what works and I stick with it, and sometimes I wonder if I stick with it too long. You know, am I so stubborn that I just stick with an idea and use it even when, you know, logic should have proved to me that it doesn't work anymore? So what I'm doing today is I'm just bringing my spinning reel with me, and I'm just gonna fish Texas rigged 4-inch Senko style, which are really young dinger 4-inch worms. Now, the reason for that is that I really love fishing soft plastics that are Texas rigged. Second, the place where I'm going to fish is an old sand pit, and it's really deep, and the water is pretty cold, and I've had a lot of luck catching fish deep on that Texas rigged my camera went crazy on that Texas rigged worm. So that's the stubbornness. You know, part of me says if I'm going to go over there and go fishing, I should fish what works. And what works and what I catch a lot of fish on is that, you know, 4-inch worm, Texas rig. So I'm going to fish that today. I have two styles. I have, you know, a green pumpkin with a chartreuse tail, which I've had a lot of luck with, and I have a purple flake one, which Young calls Ozark Smoke, which I really like a lot. So I'm going to fish that bait to see if I'm right, to see if, you know, being stubborn and sticking with what you know works is the best idea. There's a little one on that Yum Dinger purple Ozark Smoke worm. Thanks, pal. And believe it or not, right here on this park fishing pier, it's one of the places I've had the most luck with this technique. So even though this is a pretty heavily pressured place, I often catch fish here. There was a time when this was the spot where I caught fish, but there are a lot of snags here, which I probably just threw into. There's one. There's a little one. Little bitty. Thanks, pal. Let's see if I can catch a snag. That's the spot for one. She opened the bail. Well, my battery's run down. My SDS card is almost full. My patience is gone. Stubbornness is losing. Stubbornness test day 3. Guess I'm pretty stubborn because I'm back out here fishing that short worm after 2 days of fishing and catching 2 little fish. I'm probably on a 3 frustrating fishing days later. My stubbornness beat my impatience, and the reward was 2 small fish spread out over probably somewhere around 10 hours of fishing. My very favorite worms, these short Yum Dingers, 4-inch. This one is a green pumpkin with a chartreuse tail, and my absolute favorite, this Yum Dinger 4-inch Ozark Smoke, which is purple with glittery flakes inside. Dead me 2 fish whose total weight is probably less than a pound. Now, I'm not blaming the worms, I'm blaming my stubbornness. I should have realized that conventional wisdom, which says throw crankbaits and swim baits and jigs, was right, but I didn't, and as a result I spent 3 days being really frustrated. Thanks for watching.